Yes. Mhm. I just want to make mention that I'm suing this state and every state, okay, for not requiring judges to remove their orders when they're fraudulent orders. Yes. And then I just want to make mention, who was that dog that got served on August 27th of 2015? Oh, now for this state, and for every notice of financial recovery, in every state of the United States, I'm going to sue you, ooch, for not making sure that every court order was lawfully issued, ooch, didn't involve any fraud of state seals, forgeries, or serving somebody else other than the actual respondent. Yes. And then for every time that I find any state of the United States allowing for any judge to issue a fraudulent court order where they don't take into consideration the statute of limitations, they don't take into consideration the requirements of child support. Yes, I'm going to sue every fucking state in the United States. Do you understand? Now, you think I'm delusional for not realizing how fraudulent it is to take my sons without any due process, refuse to enforce the laws, and then act like I have to motion a court that's going to enable the state of Washington to fraudulently rip me off because they say they won't enforce the law. Now, this fucking state's getting sued for a couple $100 billion. I'm going to want my sons. I'm going to be the security service in every school of the United States, and for any trapdoor, pooch, any location where the video camera didn't see you, any item that any employee has taken home because they thought the school owed them, pooch. I'm going to sue every fucking school district for having any access to underneath the schools where they had to have a dog as the security guard. So it could add up to quite a bit of money. Now you're going to remove your fraudulent court order, and the state child support services is going to recalculate every child support and all alimony payments, and then you're going to look at exactly what the fuck you've been doing. Because I will sue this state for fraudulently taking anything that they do not have the legal right to take. And I'm not going to motion a court that refuses to acknowledge the due process rights of Americans. Does every state in the United States? Now I'm fucking you over today. Do you understand? Now this is the Sunset 2018 Travel Awards. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I've been wanting to do some traveling myself. And when I saw the word bungalows, which has got to be one of those really nice places. Yeah. And I thought, you know what? I wanted to go to some water slides and I wanted to be with my sons and I wanted to speak to Marilyn about her possibly volunteering in a little charity that I call Five Star. Now you see how nice this living room looks, got a nice dog, it's all white and it's very beautiful. Yes. In fact, I like this dress. I don't know who this woman is, but this type of garment for a full-breasted woman that does want to volunteer, my word. If she was to bend over and pick up a pencil I dropped, I could see right down her dress. Not that I would do that. But my concern is that you keep obstructing me from suing you. Oh. And when you do that, it upsets me. Now, what do you say that you stop enforcing fraudulent court orders? How would you like to do that? Now, these are something else. Look at this. Different places where people vacation. I'd like to go on a vacation instead of sleeping in a home that we are going to do some remodeling in. Toot, 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 toot. Now, see this ish? Yeah. Mhm. I noticed things were a little ishy. ISHY. Could you get me every web page and website that has ISH in any of the words? It seemed everything was ishy, wasn't it? All fishy, isn't that right? Everything's all three-ish, four-ish, five-ish. Now let's say you have a dog. I know. This looks like fun. Did you know it's summertime right now in Park City, Utah? Phew, a pre-ski. I got to thinking about these ski resorts that I wanted to go to as a family in the middle of winter in any location of the world. Where there might be a whole bunch of ski bunnies that did weatherize themselves and possibly plantation. You could have went out there on the ranch and then they wanted to white themselves in a ski resort that wears. Could you get me all the ski resorts that shouldn't have any skiers right now? Yes, 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 yes. There's a multitude, there's more than one way to white yourself. See, if you thought about it, it's summertime. Yes, it is. You could take an old pair of pants and an old shirt that has sleeves on it, yes, and you could cut a quarter inch up your wrist, yeah, and above your belt, yes, and oh my gosh, from the ankle to the actual belt line. You can weatherize yourself just by spending an hour to 2 hours a day sunbathing and then removing a quarter inch a day for 52 days. Phew. Now, a lot of women, they have shirts that do have sleeves on them. Yes, you could do it by yourself. Now, my thought was I was gonna sell a special type of jumpsuit that goes all the way up to the neck. Yes, all the way down to the ankles. It was. And I was gonna draw lines on the back of it so that when you turned it inside out, you could see what line you got to cut it off the cuff there on the ankles, and you cut the other leg off, and cut it off the wrist, and cut it off the wrist, and then you cut it off the bottom of the shirt. Yes, thought I'd make a lot of money on these weatherization suits, but no, you're obstructing me from sewing. Yes, yes.